Have you felt that stirring within your spirit lately, that unshakable fire? It's not random, it's activation. This is a divine moment, and it's calling your name. You've been led here on purpose, not by chance. Right now, in this exact moment, the Spirit of the Lord has drawn you in for something seismic that is about to shift your world and the world around you. The time has come for you to step into your destiny. Chosen one, you are not just anyone. You carry a light within you that's meant to burn bright and cut through the darkness. This is your moment to rise. You've always felt different, haven't you? Maybe you've walked alone or felt misunderstood, but hear me now. You are not alone. You were chosen. You were meant for this. The world is waiting for you to awaken. As you hear these words, something deep inside you is resonating, isn't it? That stirring, that awareness. It's prophetic. The Lord has been whispering to your spirit, preparing you for what is coming. But now it's time for action. It's time for obedience. The hidden plan of God is unfolding, and it's your turn to be a part of it. I urge you, don't let this moment pass. Comment 777 below. Show your alignment, your readiness to stand in agreement with this call, and subscribe to this channel to stay in the flow of what is unfolding. Your journey is about to take a dramatic turn, and I'm here to walk with you. Thank you to those who have supported this community, whether through super thanks or through your presence. Here you are all chosen, and we are in this together. You may have been in isolation, you may have questioned your path, but now you know. This separation is not a loss, it's part of your divine journey. God is preparing you, hiding you for His protection, positioning you for something extraordinary. Now, let me ask you, are you ready to heed the call and embrace what's next? Are you ready to see the hidden plan unfold in your life? God's chosen ones. Why God says, it's time to hide, the hidden plan you can't miss. What God has revealed isn't just symbolic, it's real, it's specific, it's unfolding right before our eyes. The changes, the shifts, are tangible, and they are happening now. So stay with me, because this isn't a test run or a trial. This is the real deal, the moment you've been preparing for. The reset has already begun. You may feel it in the air, that strange vibration beneath your feet. You see it in the patterns around you, a world out of sync, a system on the edge of collapse. Some people can feel it but choose to ignore it. Others pretend nothing is wrong, but you feel it deep in your bones. Everything around you is shaking. It's not just the ground beneath your feet, it's the foundations of everything we've known. There is no room for confusion anymore. The time of wondering has passed. The moment of decision has arrived. The shift will divide everything into before and after. What side will you stand on when it does? What side have you already chosen? Every moment you waste now will cost you more than you can imagine. Remember this, you were never placed here by coincidence. This moment, this divine purpose, has been written for you long before your birth. You were chosen. Perhaps you've spent years in pain, in isolation, or in silence. You've asked why. You've wondered if there was a point to it all. And now, God is revealing the truth. There was always a reason. You were molded by hardship, shaped by trials, tested when no one was watching. Why? Because your role was never meant to be ordinary. You were chosen to carry a weight others couldn't bear, to stand while the world around you collapses. The prophet Isaiah reminds us in Isaiah 43:2, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze." This is the promise. You have already endured the fire. You have already walked through the waters. And now, as the chaos rises, you stand firm, a beacon of God's strength and faithfulness. It's heavy, isn't it? It's been heavier than you ever expected. You've asked, Why me? Why this path? And the answer is simple: because you were built for it. You were built to withstand the shaking, to rise when others fall. And now the moment of realignment has arrived. It isn't coming, it's here. The illusions that have blinded the masses are cracking, and the lies are bleeding out. The truth is rising, and you are rising with it. Do not look for validation in others. Do not wait for permission to move. You have already been called. The call to stand in this truth is loud, clear, and undeniable. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. It's sharp, it's clear, it's final. You'll feel it, an odd energy in the air, a shift that makes everything feel off balance. Though you can't name it, you will feel it in your heart. This is your first signal, your first divine whisper. Disruptions will ripple outward. People will behave strangely. Technology might glitch. Emotions will spike without any obvious reason. Do not ignore it. That is your signal. And when the signs hit, there is one directive: withdraw, hide. This isn't a time of retreat out of fear. This is a time of strategic withdrawal. When a system resets, the ones who survive are those who detach from the noise and align with the new divine order. You must pull back, avoid the chaos, avoid the distractions. The distractions are meant to steal your focus, to pull you into a narrative that is not yours to follow. Guard your energy. Silence is safety. Your space is sacred. Treat it as such. Do not explain your silence. Do not justify your absence. Do not feel guilty for protecting your peace. But what comes next after you've withdrawn? After you've taken the necessary time to protect your inner sanctum, you must rise again, stronger, clearer, and more aligned than ever before. This time of withdrawal is not an end, but a preparation for what's to come. In the quiet, you will hear God's voice more clearly. In the silence, you will find your strength and clarity of purpose. This is the moment where you realign with the divine plan. You cannot allow the chaos and noise to pull you back into its grasp. Instead, you must stay focused, grounded in your faith, and ready to act when the time is right. God's guidance is clear in Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. It is in this stillness, this moment of sacred retreat, that you will find your strength. You are aligning with a frequency that few others understand, and if you don't protect it, it will be snatched away by the chaos around you. The storm is coming, and it will be harsher than anyone anticipates. When it does, the ones who stayed alert, the ones who withdrew in obedience, will rise above it. This is no longer optional. The reset won't wait for permission. It has already begun. Everything around you may still look normal, but beneath the surface, everything is unraveling. Institutions will fail, systems will collapse, governments, economies, societies, they will falter. And when it happens, it will not be a moment of panic. It will be a moment of realization. The world as you knew it will no longer exist. But you will stand. You were chosen for this. You were prepared for this. The divine has been shaping you for such a time as this. Ask yourself, what do you truly believe in? What is it that you are standing for? As everything around you shakes, can you hold on to the truth that God has already equipped you for this moment? You have been equipped with strength, wisdom, and purpose. The collapse of the old system will not be your downfall, it will be your rise. This is your time. When the signs hit, and they will, you must move. Quietly, swiftly. You will be called to withdraw, to protect your inner sanctum, to shield yourself from the external chaos. Do not fear the silence, for in that silence lies your power. And when the dust settles, the ones who have obeyed the call to retreat will be those who emerge victorious. They will rise above the noise, standing firm in the truth of who they are. Remember, the world may look normal, but it's not. The unraveling is happening beneath the surface, and you are being called to stay alert, stay hidden, stay faithful. The reset has already started, and you are a part of it. The time for action is now. So, I ask you, what will you do with this moment? Will you allow fear or confusion to pull you into the chaos, Or will you step into your purpose, embrace your sacred role, and rise above it all? In this season of hiding, trust that you are being prepared for what is to come. As Jesus said in John 14:18, "I will not leave you as orphans, I will come to you." The divine presence is with you, guiding you, protecting you. You are not alone. The hidden plan is real, and it's unfolding. You have been chosen to carry this truth, this light, this purpose. Now, move, act, protect your energy, withdraw. And when the moment comes, you will rise above the noise, standing tall in the divine truth that has been within you all along. This is your time. This is your moment. You are ready. You must understand this deeply. This shift is not human-made, it is divine. The universe is aligning with a force that cannot be stopped. Once divine momentum begins, no force, be it time, politics, or even science, can halt it. You may see the old systems fraying and crumbling around you. Don't make the mistake of clinging to them. If you hold on to what is collapsing, you will fall with it. Let go of the old. Release your need for comfort. The era you once knew is ending, and it will not return. In the book of Isaiah, it is written, "Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it?" Isaiah 43:19. This is that moment. The new thing is here, and you must embrace it. Have you truly let go of the past, or are you still holding on to pieces of it, hoping for what once was? This moment is about shedding the old, releasing all that no longer serves your divine purpose. The past was a stepping stone, not a place to settle. Now is the time to step into the new. This isn't about ease, it's about survival. It's about clarity, spiritual realignment, and stepping into a higher calling. The old system was designed to keep you small, confused, distracted, to make you feel insignificant and weak. But now, with the collapse of everything around you, your spirit is being freed, released from the chains that once held it down. This is not a time to mourn the past, but to rise above it. Don't cling to what was never meant to sustain you. You were created for something greater, something more powerful. You were built to lead into the new order that is unfolding, but you cannot lead while tethered to the past. The Apostle Paul writes in Philippians 3:13-14, "Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus." You must let go, press forward, and trust that what is ahead is divinely appointed for you. Have you asked yourself, am I still looking back at what I've lost, or am I truly focused on what God is calling me to now? The only way forward is to release the grip on the past and trust in the divine path that is unfolding before you. Stop trying to mend what is dying. The old ways are crumbling, and no amount of patching them up will change that. It's time to step back, observe, learn, and prepare. You will witness the panic of others. You will see people clinging to their fading comfort, people lying to themselves, people pretending that the world isn't shifting beneath their feet. But that is not your way. Your path is higher, your calling clearer. The shift is here. It is ruthless for the unprepared, but for those who have been aligned, it will be their greatest liberation. The force that is moving now is unstoppable, and so are you. There is no time to hesitate. The call has come, and you must move swiftly. As the winds of change sweep over the world, remember the words of 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old has gone, the new is here. This is your new creation, your new season. What will you do when the shift comes? Will you remain in fear, stuck in the old, or will you embrace the new that is unfolding before you? Your response to the shift is what will define your next chapter. There will be a moment, a sudden, unmistakable shift when you feel it in your body, a surge of energy, an unseen force coursing through your veins. Your heart will race, your mind will spin. But know this is not panic. It is your soul coming alive. It is your internal alarm going off. Your spirit has been dormant for too long, but now it is waking up. When this ignition hits, everything changes. It's not random, it's not a coincidence, it's divine. This is the beginning of something extraordinary. You will feel your emotions sharpen, your instincts firing at full capacity. You might feel overwhelmed, uncomfortable even. But that discomfort is not a weakness, it is activation. The pressure you feel inside is not a warning, it's a reboot. Just as a dead machine shakes violently when electricity returns, you too will shake and stir. But this is not a sign of fragility. It is a sign of awakening. You are that machine, and when your system turns back on, it will be ancient, powerful, and precise. Don't stifle it, don't distract it, don't dull it, trust it. Move with it. The shift you are experiencing is the dividing line between those who are passive observers and those who are active participants in this divine unfolding. As the book of Ezekiel says, "And I will give you a new heart, and a new spirit I will put within you. And I will remove the heart of stone from your flesh, and give you a heart of flesh." Ezekiel 36-26. This is the moment that transforms your heart and soul. Feel it, trust it, move with it. This is not the time to hesitate. The surge you are feeling is your signal, your divine calling. It is time to step into your next phase, to step fully into the new that is unfolding before you. Do not look back, and do not linger in the comfort of what was. What is to come is greater than you can imagine, but you must allow the surge to push you forward. It may feel uncomfortable, but that discomfort is where your growth lies. It is the place of transformation. It is the cocoon before the butterfly emerges. The pressure you feel is the fire that forges you into something stronger. This is why you are told to hide. This isn't a retreat out of fear, it's a retreat for divine protection. In this stage, your energy is too sensitive, too precious to be exposed to the chaos of the world. In Psalm 91:1-2, it says, "Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust." This is your sacred shelter. You are being shielded, covered, and separated from the noise. Your energy is being recalibrated, and it's too delicate to be diluted by external distractions. This is the cocoon stage. And like all transformations, the cocoon must remain undisturbed. If you expose the process too soon, you risk aborting the transformation. Silence is sacred. Distance is strategic. In this space of withdrawal, you are not disappearing, you are preparing. You are stabilizing. You are reconnecting with your divine purpose, rewiring your inner world so that when the outer world crumbles, you will remain standing. What are you doing to protect your energy in this sacred cocoon phase? Are you allowing the external world to dictate your peace, or are you fully aligning with the divine process within you? This phase of solitude is necessary for your transformation. Embrace it and trust that you are being prepared for something far greater than you can currently imagine. This isn't a retreat out of fear, it's a retreat for divine protection. In this stage, your energy is too sensitive, too precious to be exposed to the chaos of the world. In Psalm 91:1-2, it says, "Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust." This is your sacred shelter. You are being shielded, covered, and separated from the noise. So, don't apologize for your silence. Don't apologize for your retreat. You are simply preparing for the rise that is coming. You are being set apart for a time such as this. As you withdraw into this sacred space, remember that the new is already here. You are already being transformed. The shift is happening, and it's happening within you first. When you emerge from this cocoon, you will do so with a clarity and purpose that the world will not be able to deny. You are not being called to a life of ease. You are being called to rise above the chaos, to lead with divine purpose, and to help bring about the new order that is coming. This is your time to move. This is your time to act. You are ready. The world is waiting for you. Will you step into your divine calling, or will you remain in the comfort of the old? This is the season where the true chosen ones separate from the crowd. It's not a time for blending in, not a time for seeking validation or approval from the world around you. What comes next for you requires privacy, not popularity. It's a season of solitude and spiritual refinement, where your focus must be on what's divinely important, not on what the world insists is essential. Social media, endless noise, meaningless conversations, they're all designed to distract you, to keep you asleep. You are reconnecting with your divine purpose, rewiring your inner world so that when the outer world crumbles, you will remain standing. What are you doing to protect your energy in this sacred cocoon phase? Are you allowing the external world to dictate your peace, or are you fully aligning with the divine process within you? This phase of solitude is necessary for your transformation. Embrace it and trust that you are being prepared for something far greater than you can currently imagine. You are not being called to a life of ease. You are being called to rise above the chaos, to lead with divine purpose, and to help bring about the new order that is coming. This is your time to move. This is your time to act. You are ready. The world is waiting for you. Will you step into your divine calling, or will you remain in the comfort of the old? These distractions are like chains that bind your soul, pulling you away from the voice that is constantly calling you, urging you to awaken. Can you hear it? That voice calling you to wake up, to break free, to step into the life you were always meant to live. The time for shallow pursuits is over. This reset demands your full attention. There's no room for half-hearted engagement with the world. You are not being dramatic, you are being summoned. The urgency of the moment is real. Your purpose cannot be fulfilled if you are tethered to the noise that is designed to keep you distracted and uncentered. Jesus said in Matthew 6:6, "But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father, who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." There is power in stepping away, in finding that sacred space where you can reconnect with your true self and hear the divine guidance that is always available to you. Have you allowed the distractions of the world to pull you away from your higher calling? What would happen if you made the decision to turn off the noise, to detach, and to focus your energy on what is truly important? What would happen if you allowed yourself to be fully present in the silence, to hear your thoughts again, to reconnect with the whispers of your soul? The reset that is happening now requires total focus. The future you are stepping into demands it. You are being called to rise, not because you are escaping the collapse of the old systems, but because you are built differently. You are not fragile, you are strong. You were made for this moment, for this shift. The world may seem to be crumbling, but you are not crumbling with it. Instead, you are being rebuilt. As Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" The old layers of your life, your pain, your trauma, your false identity are being burned away in this divine fire, and what remains is the real you, the you that was always meant to be. You are shedding the old skin, and the person who emerges will be unrecognizable to those who only knew you in the past. This is not a time to look back. This is not a time to wish for what was. You are going deeper into your divine self. The process of elevation isn't always glamorous. Sometimes it feels like isolation. Sometimes it feels like confusion. And at times, it may even feel like you are being destroyed. But do not be deceived. This is the pressure of transformation. This is the fire that refines you. Diamonds are formed under immense pressure, and you are being shaped into something beautiful, something unbreakable. This reset isn't just about the world. It's about you. It's about the work God is doing within you, the way He is preparing you for a future that only you are equipped to step into. You are not being destroyed, you are being transformed. As 2 Corinthians 5:17 reminds us, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old has gone, the new is here." This is your new season. You are stepping into a new version of yourself, one that was always meant to emerge. Have you felt the pressure of transformation? Are you willing to trust that this uncomfortable feeling is part of your divine rebirth? The process of transformation is not easy, but it is necessary. Will you allow yourself to be refined, or will you resist the fire that is purifying you? Trust in the process, for what is being birthed within you is powerful and lasting. The noise, the distractions, the opinions of others, they no longer have a place in your life. You must protect your energy like gold. The more you align with your purpose, the more you must guard yourself from the forces that seek to pull you off course. As the world shakes, you will rise not because you are escaping the collapse, but because you have been prepared for this moment. You are grounded in something deeper, something eternal. Your foundation is not built on the unstable sands of the old world, but on the unshakable rock of divine truth. This is your time. It's time to lock in. It's time to focus. It's time to embrace the divine path that has been laid before you. Can you hear the call to focus, to detach, to align with your higher self? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to move fully into your divine destiny? The world is full of distractions, but only those who choose to walk the path of silence, of focus, and of dedication will rise above the chaos and step into the fullness of their purpose. This reset is about you. It's about the divine work happening inside you. The world may be unraveling, but you are being built anew. In the silence, in the stillness, you will find your strength. It is there, in that sacred space, that you will hear the voice of God more clearly than ever before. You will be given the clarity to see your path, the wisdom to walk it, and the courage to move forward. The world may be loud, but the voice of God is louder. And when you follow that voice, you will walk in a power that the world cannot understand, but that it cannot deny. This is your time to rise, to stand firm in your divine calling, and to embrace the transformation that is happening within you. The distractions are gone. The noise has faded. Now, it's just you, fully aligned with your purpose, fully connected to the divine. You are not who you once were. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. Will you trust in this transformation? Will you trust that you are being rebuilt, not broken? The time is now. Step into your divine destiny. The future is waiting for you. The new world cannot be built unless the new version of you steps into its role. This moment is not just about change in the world around you, but change within you. For the new world to rise, it needs those who have undergone the transformation and are ready to lead from a place of authenticity. The leaders of tomorrow won't be those who seek fame or attention. They will be those who have been tested, refined, and shaped by their experiences, those who have walked through the fire and emerged with strength. They will be leaders who have cultivated wisdom through solitude, clarity through silence, and a deep understanding of their divine calling. And when the dust settles, they will look for leaders. Not loud leaders, but real leaders, grounded and unshakable, tested, sharp, and authentic. And when they look, they will find you. But for now, your job isn't to be seen, it's to be transformed. Have you ever wondered why the time for action hasn't come yet? Why you've felt the pressure building within you, but the world around you seems stagnant? The reason is simple. Transformation happens in the quiet. Elevation happens in silence, not in applause. The world is busy, but you are in the midst of an intimate divine recalibration. And that process requires a period of retreat. Do not seek recognition now. The time to be seen will come, but first, let the world collapse. Let it crumble around you while you rise through the rubble. This is your sacred moment to solidify who you are becoming. You are rising through the rubble, but it isn't just a metaphor. There are things happening in your body, your mind, and your soul that science hasn't fully explained yet. You feel it deep in your cells, don't you? Your body is vibrating differently now, as if it is attuned to a higher frequency, to a new kind of energy. Your nervous system is more sensitive, and your dreams are more intense, sometimes even vivid enough to seem like visions. This isn't illness, this is activation. You are being prepared for something far beyond what the world currently understands. As Romans 12:2 reminds us, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is not just a spiritual shift, it is physical, mental, and emotional. Your DNA is being recoded. Your frequency is being rewired to match the vibrational needs of the new world that's emerging. Have you noticed the changes in your body, your emotions, your thoughts? Have you wondered why things that used to feel comfortable now make you uneasy? What is your body trying to tell you as it shifts to align with your higher purpose? You may experience strange symptoms, fatigue, dizziness, emotional surges, moments where you feel overwhelmed by what's happening within you. Don't panic. Hydrate, rest, breathe. You are not falling apart. You are becoming something new. The old version of yourself is shedding, and you are becoming who you were always meant to be. What used to be tolerable is no longer so. What once felt normal now feels wrong, because you are changing at your core. Your very frequency is aligning with the truth of who you really are. You were designed to be the antenna, the receptor for new energy. You feel it first, not by coincidence, but because you are chosen to guide others when the time comes. Now, in this moment of recalibration, you must remain still. Let the change happen. Let the recalibration take place. Don't rush it. Don't fight it. Trust that what is happening in your body, mind, and spirit is a necessary part of the process. Your biology is becoming a bridge between dimensions, and it's all happening for a divine reason. You are the future in human form. As Psalm 139:14 says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. You are being made anew, fearfully and wonderfully, for a purpose only you can fulfill. Have you allowed yourself to simply be still and let the transformation unfold naturally? What would it feel like to trust the process and allow the changes to happen without resistance, knowing that every part of you is being prepared for something greater? As you undergo this transformation, you will notice that your relationships are also changing. You will begin to feel a distance between you and the people who once held a place in your life. Friendships, relationships, conversations, they no longer resonate with you in the same way. This isn't coincidence, it's purification. The reset isn't just happening in the world, it's happening within your relationships as well. Those relationships that aren't aligned with your true self will begin to fall away. Those who were tied to your trauma, to your old version, are no longer meant to walk with you into this new phase. What isn't aligned must go. What is meant for you will either remain or return, renewed. Have you been grieving the relationships that have fallen away, or can you see the divine purpose behind the pruning of your circle? What would it look like to release those connections, not out of bitterness, but in understanding that they served their purpose in your previous season? Don't grieve what is fading. Respect it, release it, move on. Some people were only meant to be part of the version of you that is now dying. Have you allowed yourself to simply be still and let the transformation unfold naturally? What would it feel like to trust the process and allow the changes to happen without resistance, knowing that every part of you is being prepared for something greater? As you undergo this transformation, you will notice that your relationships are also changing. You will begin to feel a distance between you and the people who once held a place in your life. They were tied to your trauma, not to your truth. You are not abandoning them. You are rising above, just as the new version of you rises above the old patterns. The people who are meant to walk with you into this new chapter will be those who see you for who you truly are. As 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. Your new circle will reflect your new self, pure, aligned, and purposeful. Yes, It hurts. Yes, it's lonely. But this is necessary. That's why you are being told again to stay hidden. Your purity, spiritual, mental, emotional, must be guarded at all costs. Exposure too soon could corrupt the process. This time is about strengthening your inner foundation, not about proving anything to the world. You don't need to be seen now. You need to be fortified. The world isn't ready for what you carry. They will question it, mock it, misunderstand it. But this isn't about proving anything. This is about completion. You are in the final phase of your transformation. The waiting is not in vain. Stay quiet. Stay low, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Lions don't roar while hunting. They wait, they watch. They strike when the moment is right. Your silence is your power, your protection, and your preparation. As Isaiah 40:31 reminds us, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Your distance is your defense. In a world constantly scrambling for attention, where noise fills every space, you're sharpening your sword. While others scramble to be seen, you are hidden in preparation. This is not a time to engage in the chaos. This is a time to prepare. The final wave will hit, and when it does, it will be fierce, but you will be ready. Why? Because you obeyed the command to hide. The ones who rise will not be the loudest, but the ones who moved in silence, patiently waiting for the right moment to emerge. As Proverbs 4:23 tells us, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." In this time of retreat, you are guarding your heart, preparing it for the greater purpose that lies ahead. Have you fully understood the power in your distance? Are you resisting the urge to rush into the fray, trusting that your time will come when it is divinely ordained? While the world is distracted and confused, your silence is the sharpness of your sword, your preparation for what's coming. The world may not see you now, but they will see you later. Every lie that has been spoken about you, every judgment cast your way, every whisper behind your back, it's all about to collapse. All of it will vanish like dust in the wind, because you no longer need to defend yourself. Divine correction is coming. The truth will surface, and those who misunderstood you, who spoke against you, will be forced to watch your rise in silence. This is the moment where the tables turn, where reputations flip, and where everything that was once twisted will be untangled for all to see. You won't have to speak. Your transformation will be your testimony. Do you find yourself longing for vindication, waiting for others to see the truth about you? Are you prepared to let your transformation speak for itself, knowing that divine justice will silence the voices that tried to hold you down? The ones who wrote you off, who ignored your potential, will watch as you become untouchable. This is not revenge, it is divine justice. Don't gloat, don't chase applause, just observe. Watch what happens when God steps in and clears your name. Every false word, every whisper, every attempt to malign you will dissolve, and in their place, a new story is being written, the true story. Your rise will be undeniable. As Isaiah 60:22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. The time is right, and your moment of rise is now." Have you allowed yourself to trust that God will clear your name and vindicate you in His perfect timing? Can you release the desire to defend yourself and allow God to be your defender? Nothing can stop your rise now. Nations may tremble, markets may fail, institutions may collapse. This isn't conspiracy, it's prophecy. The world you once knew will never look the same again. But here's the key. You were born for this. You were born for the rebuild. You are not a victim of the collapse. You are a leader of the reconstruction. As Jeremiah 29:11 assures us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." You were not meant to be swept away by the destruction around you, but to rise above it, to rebuild and restore what has been lost. As others run in panic, you will stand firm in clarity. You have been trained through trials, shaped by pain, and refined by intuition. You see what others cannot see. You have been given the eyes to discern the future, to lead with vision. This is exactly why you were chosen. The world does not need more noise when the dust settles. It will need vision, wisdom, and power, and you carry all three. This is not arrogance, it's assignment. You have been called for this very moment. Can you see yourself standing in clarity, with purpose, while others falter? Are you ready to lead when others are overwhelmed? Get ready, prepare now. Because when the shift completes, when the dust settles, the world will look for answers, and when they do, they will find you standing strong, ready, resurrected. You are the new order. You've waited long enough. You've cried in silence, fought hidden battles, sacrificed, been isolated, and doubted. But all of that was for this moment. This is the culmination of all that you have been through. It was not in vain. You are not being broken. You are being released. Everything that held you down is being burned away, and in the flames, you are being purified. What's emerging is the real you, the unstoppable, unapologetic, unshakable version of yourself. The reset will finish. The old you will vanish, and when it does, you will rise like never before. Not quietly, not timidly, but with divine force and clarity. As Philippians 3:13-14 reminds us, "Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus." You are leaving behind what was and straining forward toward the future God has already prepared for you. Can you feel it? Can you sense the new version of you rising up, leaving behind what no longer serves you and stepping fully into your destiny? Will you embrace this transformation, even when it feels uncomfortable? You have walked through the death of who you thought you were. Now you walk into the birth of who you truly are. Stand tall, speak boldly, move with intention. The wait is over. The silence has ended. It's time to lead, time to build, time to embody everything you were created to be. You survived the fire, and now it's time for you to become the flame. You have been purified, strengthened, and set apart for this moment. You may feel forgotten, invisible, like no one sees you, holding everything together in the quiet moments of your journey. But understand this: the silence around you is not abandonment, it is divine preparation. You are not being ignored, you are being hidden with purpose. When something powerful is being formed, it's always done in the dark. A seed in the soil, a child in the womb, a diamond under pressure. This is your transformation. Your isolation is not a punishment, it's insulation. You are being protected, shielded from distractions, so clarity can return to you. You are being separated from the noise, the chaos, and the draining forces, so you can recharge and strengthen muscles you'll need for the future. The world doesn't understand this kind of preparation because most never reach it. But you are different. You have been chosen. You have been set apart. The transformation that is happening within you is a rare and sacred process, and when it's complete, the world will see what you have become. When the shift happens, they will find you standing strong, ready, and able to lead the way into the new era. You're chosen, and with that divine selection comes a journey of refinement, often undertaken in the quietest of places. Chosen ones are sharpened in silence. The noise of the world may try to pull you in, but it is in the stillness that your true self emerges. Yes, it gets lonely, but in that loneliness, the voice of truth grows louder. It is in this solitude where your authentic voice, untainted by fear or others' opinions, begins to rise. You start to hear it, that voice that has always been there, waiting for you to stop chasing validation and start anchoring yourself in your own deep, unwavering conviction. And when you do, you become unshakable. Have you ever wondered if the silence you feel is truly loneliness, or is it the divine preparation for something greater? Are you ready to embrace this solitude and let your true voice emerge, untainted and powerful? The version of you that is rising is exactly what this new era demands. The world does not need more noise, more chaos, more empty chatter. It needs clarity, strength, and unshakable authenticity. So, don't fight the quiet, don't beg for company. The work being done in you now is sacred and necessary. Let it complete itself. Your silence is not weakness, it is making you magnetic. Your stillness is making you powerful. When you emerge from this time of solitude, you won't have to ask for your place in the world. It will be given to you because, by then, you will be undeniable. This is the process of shedding what no longer serves you. There was a version of you that served its purpose, the survival version, the people-pleasing version, the overthinking version, the doubts and fears version. But that version has now run its course. It is time to grieve it, thank it for its role, and then let it go. Let it fall away. As Psalm 34:18 reminds us, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. It's okay to mourn the old you, but you must also release it, for the version of you that is rising will not resemble who you were before. Transformation is not always glamorous. It's not a glow-up. It's a breakdown, a shattering, and a rebuilding. Can you feel that tension between who you were and who you are becoming? Are you ready to let go of the old version of yourself that no longer aligns with your divine purpose, even if it feels like a loss? Sometimes it hurts more to let go of who you were than it does to face who you will become. But you cannot bring an old mindset into a new mission. You cannot wear the skin of a past life into the future that is awaiting you. You were meant to lead. You were meant to inspire. It's okay to mourn the old you, but you must also release it, for the version of you that is rising will not resemble who you were before. Transformation is not always glamorous. It's not a glow-up. It's a breakdown, a shattering, and a rebuilding. There was a version of you that served its purpose, the survival version, the people-pleasing version, the overthinking version, the doubts and fears version. But that version has now run its course. It is time to grieve it, thank it for its role, and then let it go. Let it fall away. As Psalm 34:18 reminds us, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. You were meant to guide others out of their comfort zones. The new you doesn't negotiate your worth. You know who you are now. And when you step into that clarity, you no longer need to fit in. You are here to stand out, to challenge, and to call others to rise alongside you. This will offend those who are still addicted to comfort, to the familiar, to the predictable. But know this, real power never asks for permission. It never seeks approval. It just becomes what it was always meant to be. This is not just about waking up from a slumber. It's about stepping into authority. And this shift will be noticeable. It won't be subtle. As Romans 8:19 declares, for the creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed. You are being revealed now, not in the way the world expects, but in the fullness of your divine purpose. The way you enter rooms will change. The way you hold your silence will change. The way you speak will change. And it won't be because you're trying to force anything. It will be because you are remembering who you are. The world tried to teach you to shrink, to dim your light, so that others wouldn't feel threatened by your power. It praised false humility, while, in truth, you were suppressing your gifts. That false humility ends now. As Matthew 5:14 reminds us, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. You are that light, and now it's time to shine without apology. The world tried to make you small, but now you are stepping into your true role, and that comes with authority. But authority isn't about control or manipulation, it's about presence. When you move in authority, you don't chase acceptance, you don't need approval. Validation no longer fuels you. You don't seek the approval of others because you know who you are. When you move in authority, the right things flow to you, not because you demand them, but because your frequency has shifted. Your frequency is now a command, not a request. As Psalm 23:1 tells us, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing." When you walk in authority, you lack nothing. Everything you need will flow to you, naturally, effortlessly, because you are aligned with divine purpose. Are you ready to step into the authority you were born to walk in? Can you trust that when you move in your divine calling, everything you need will be provided for you? This is the moment when the chosen ones begin to walk fully in who they were always meant to be. When you remove the limits on your identity, when you start walking in the fullness of your purpose, everything changes. So walk as if the crowns are already on your head. Speak as though the vision has already been fulfilled. Carry yourself as if the shift has already happened, because in the unseen realm, it already has. The change is happening now. You are not waiting for it anymore. You are stepping fully into it, and it is time for the world to see who you truly are. This is your time. This is your moment. Rise in your full power. Rise in your full authority. Rise in your true identity. You are no longer who you were. You are who you were always meant to be. Now the natural must catch up. The reset doesn't just change the world around you, it changes you as well. This is a time when the parts of yourself that you've ignored, buried, or even lied about are now coming to the surface. Those parts that you thought were gone, healed, or conquered are now emerging for you to face. The old patterns, the unhealed wounds, and the fears that you thought were vanquished long ago, these are all rising to the surface. And no, this isn't regression, it's purification. The shadow side of you is coming forth not to shame you, but to finally allow it to be healed. This is the divine process of bringing everything into the light so that it can be purified. Have you ever wondered why those old fears and insecurities are surfacing again, even though you thought you had dealt with them? What would happen if you embraced them instead of hiding from them? You cannot ascend while dragging unresolved weight. The truth is, what you don't confront now will sabotage your rise later. This is the season of confrontation. It is your time to face what has been hidden, to confront what you've avoided, and to bring those old wounds into the light where they can be healed. And this confrontation is not to be done with judgment or panic. It's a process of pure acceptance. Look at your habits, look at your triggers, your recurring emotional patterns. Trace them back to their roots, to the places in your past where they were born, and then speak truth over them. Because it is truth that is the weapon to break generational cycles, to dismantle the false beliefs that have kept you in the past. As John 8:32 says, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." This truth is your freedom. What part of your past have you been avoiding? What truths do you need to speak over your fears or your emotional scars to release them? Will you allow the truth to set you free, even if it feels uncomfortable? The old version of you numbed pain, avoided conflict, and buried feelings deep inside. But the new version, the rising version of you, feels everything. And it doesn't just feel it, it transforms those emotions into wisdom. This is where true power lies. Power isn't pretending to be perfect. Power is not in avoiding the hard stuff. Power is in having the courage to walk through the fire, to face your shadows, and to emerge purified. This isn't punishment. This is detoxification. Just like a cleansing fast or a deep spiritual reset, this process is designed to remove what is no longer serving you, to purify your soul so you can step into your full potential. How does it feel to confront the parts of yourself that you've kept hidden for so long? What would it take for you to walk through the fire and let it transform you into the person you were always meant to be? Once you face your shadow, you become unstoppable. Because once you have embraced your darkness and reconciled it with your light, nothing outside of you can control you. No external forces can dictate your path. You are no longer at the mercy of past pain, past fears, or past limiting beliefs. You have taken ownership of your inner world, and in doing so, you now have the power to create your own future. Have you felt the power shift in your life as you've started to claim ownership over your inner world? Can you sense how this newfound power is beginning to shift everything around you, even the way others treat you? This process is not just internal, it's external as well. As you ascend, others may begin to treat you differently. Have you noticed people pulling away, projecting their own insecurities onto you, or dimming their energy around you? It's because your light is rising, and light triggers darkness. It doesn't make them bad people, it simply exposes what they are not ready to face in themselves. This isn't a personal attack on you. This is the power of your transformation, revealing what they haven't yet healed in themselves. You don't have to say anything to make this shift happen. Your presence is enough. As Matthew 5:14 reminds us, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden." Your light cannot be hidden anymore. It is now revealing what has been hiding in others. When you walk into a room, you shift its energy not because you're trying to, but because you are aligned. Alignment with your true self creates a magnetic field that causes others to either rise to meet it or retreat. When you are aligned with your divine purpose, the world will shift around you. You will attract what is in alignment with you, and you will repel what is not. This is the law of spiritual magnetism at work. It's not arrogance, it's simply the natural result of being aligned with your true identity. How has your presence affected the energy of the spaces you enter? Do you feel that resistance from others, or have you noticed people naturally gravitating toward you because of the energy you carry? And as you continue to rise, you'll notice that some people who were once loyal to your struggle, who were only by your side because of the version of you that was in pain or struggling, will start to fall away. When you rise, they'll see who you are becoming, and their masks will drop. They won't be able to keep up with the new you, and that's okay. Don't fight for their approval. Don't beg for their closeness. Let the shift happen. Their reaction to your rise isn't your responsibility. Your responsibility is to keep shining, even if your light blinds those still hiding in darkness. As 1 John 1-5 says, "God is light. In him there is no darkness at all." You are now walking in that light. Do you feel the shift in your relationships as you step into the fullness of your identity? Are you able to let go of relationships that no longer serve your highest good, even if it feels difficult? Light attracts truth, light repels lies. Light reveals what was meant to stay buried, and that's why your presence is unsettling to some. Keep going anyway. You weren't made to comfort people. You were made to awaken them. The truth is, not everyone is ready for the change that's happening within you, but that doesn't mean you should stop. It simply means you're doing exactly what you were meant to do. You are an agent of awakening. Your role isn't to make others comfortable, it's to show them the truth and allow them to choose what to do with it. The institutions and structures of this world are shaking. You can feel it, can't you? Everything is being questioned. What once seemed stable is now crumbling, and that is because it was never truly built on a solid foundation. As Haggai 2:6-7 prophesies, "This is what the Lord Almighty says. In a little while I will once more shake the heavens and the earth, the sea and the dry land. I will shake all nations, and what is desired by all nations will come. The shaking has begun, and you, chosen one, are here to witness it and rise above it. You were made for this. You were born to lead in this time of great change. The foundations that once held the world together are crumbling, but you are built on a rock that cannot be shaken. The world is glitching, it's waking up, and in the process, it's waking you up. There's a truth you must now confront. You were never meant to thrive in a system designed to suppress you. It's why you always felt out of place. It's why your victories, even when they seemed like triumphs, still felt hollow. It wasn't because you didn't succeed, but because your soul isn't designed to blend in with the crowd. Your soul isn't meant to play by the old rules, it's here to disrupt. And if disruption feels uncomfortable or unsettling, Don't be afraid when things begin to fall apart. In fact, smile. This is your moment. You were made for this. Have you ever felt like the world around you just didn't fit with who you are? Why did you feel like you were fighting against something that was always out of alignment with your spirit? While others will mourn the crumbling of what once was, you were born to build what is to come. You weren't trained to comply, to fit neatly into a box. You were trained to create, to carve out a space where your unique gifts and voice can thrive. The blueprint for your life is not rooted in the culture or systems that have been put in place by others. It comes from something deeper, something eternal. Your purpose was written before the world began, and it's time for you to step into it fully. Stop trying to fix what's dying. Stop trying to win in a game that was rigged against you from the start. Let it go. Watch it burn, because when it's gone, you will stand with your blueprint in hand, ready to build what the new world needs. What in your life have you been desperately trying to fix or hold on to, even though it no longer serves you? Can you release it to make space for the new vision that is emerging? The era of passive words is over. It's time for action, for movement, for speaking the truth that carries weight. Your voice is no longer just a sound, it's now a conduit of creation. When you speak, things move not because of magic, but because your alignment with truth has activated your power. This is not a metaphor, it is spiritual technology, and it's real. Your words are more than just words, they are the building blocks of reality. They create, they shape, they imprint frequencies into existence. That's why your mind has been under attack lately. The enemy knows. If your mind becomes focused, if you are fully aligned with your purpose, your voice becomes unstoppable. As Proverbs 18:21 reminds us, the tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. You are speaking life, speaking healing, speaking authority, and you're building a future with every word you speak. Have you noticed the power in your words lately? Have you felt how the more you align with truth, the more your words begin to shape your reality? What could happen if you fully trusted the power of your own voice? But now is the time to stop wasting your breath on self-doubt, on petty arguments, or on fighting battles that don't align with your higher calling. You are beyond that. You are literally speaking the next version of your life into existence. Every word you speak is a seed planted for the future. Guard your language like it's sacred, because it is. The language you use now is not just about what you say, it's about what you create. As Jesus said in Matthew 12:37, "For by your words you will be acquitted, and by your words you will be condemned." Your words have the power to build or to break, to heal or to hurt. So, choose them wisely. When the world sees what you have built with your words, they will finally understand that you weren't just talking, you were building realities. Are you mindful of the words you speak, or do you sometimes speak without considering the power they hold? How would your life change if you recognized your words as tools of creation, not just expression? That tug in your chest, the whisper in your soul, it's not just imagination, it's direction. That pull is your soul's GPS, guiding you toward the higher path you're meant to walk. The path you're on may not always make sense to those around you. It may seem wild, unpredictable, uncertain, but trust that you feel it for a reason. You are being called to something higher, not just in status, but in frequency, in clarity, in legacy. This isn't just about a career, a title, or a worldly achievement. It's about stepping into the legacy that was written for you before you were born. And to get there, you must trust the unseen more than what your eyes can see. As 2 Corinthians 5-7 reminds us, "For we live by faith, not by sight." Your faith, your belief in the unseen, will guide you when the path ahead is unclear. How often do you trust your inner guidance, even when it doesn't make sense to the logical mind? Are you ready to step into a higher frequency, even when the journey seems uncertain? You must walk with spiritual confidence through a world built on illusions. The world will try to convince you that safety lies in the predictable, the comfortable, the known, But that is a lie. Safe is an illusion that the world has sold you. True safety lies in purpose. Purpose never stays still. Purpose calls you forward, pushes you into the unknown, and demands courage, and you have that courage. You wouldn't feel the pull. You wouldn't be receiving this divine direction if you weren't already ready for it. You are ready. Every step you've taken up until now has led you to this moment, and now you must trust the path even when it defies logic. As Isaiah 55:8-9 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." Your journey won't always make sense to those around you, but it makes perfect sense in the grand design of your life. Do you trust that the path you're on is exactly where you need to be? What if the detours, the twists, the uncertainties are all part of a divine plan that is leading you exactly where you need to go? As you walk this path, you are not just waking up, you are stepping into your authority. You are claiming your sovereignty. You are becoming a force of creation. You've waited long enough for the world to tell you who you are. Now it's time to tell the world who you are. The shift has already happened in the unseen realm. It's time for it to manifest in the physical. The world has been waiting for you to step into your true role, and now you are ready. When you speak, the world will listen, because your words will carry the power of truth. When you move, the world will follow, because your energy will be magnetic. Now is your time. Step into your destiny, because you were born for this. You were born to lead, to create, and to shift the very fabric of reality with the power of your voice and your actions. The world is glitching, and you are the reset. Trust the signal, even if it doesn't make sense, because where you're being led is home, the place where your true name lives, where your divine purpose was always meant to unfold. The world around you is shaking, and in the midst of this chaos, a line is being drawn between those who are awake and those who are asleep, between those who rise in truth and those who drown in denial. This is the final separation, the last moment of decision. You can no longer afford to wait, to hesitate, or to pretend that everything is okay. The call to rise is clear, and it's now. You are being asked to step into your destiny, to embrace the signal, even if you don't fully understand it yet. Have you ever felt the pull of something greater than you, even when you didn't fully understand it? What would it feel like to trust that pull, to follow it, even when it doesn't make sense to the world around you? The time for neutrality is over. There is no more waiting in the middle, no more standing on the sidelines. Delay is dangerous. Every moment you hesitate is a moment stolen from your destiny. The shift is happening with or without your permission. What you decide in this moment will determine whether you ascend to your true purpose or remain behind. Your alignment is what matters now. As Matthew 6:24 reminds us, no one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. The time for sitting on the fence has passed. You must decide where your allegiance lies. Do you choose the life of purpose or the life of complacency? Can you feel the weight of this moment? Can you sense the urgency of the decision you must make? What are you choosing in this moment? Will you follow the path that calls you, or will you stay where it's comfortable? You've seen too much to stay small. You've been shown too much to pretend you don't know what's happening. The truth has been revealed to you, and now it's your responsibility to act on it. There is no more time to wait, no more time to second-guess your path. Your purpose has been speaking to you for far too long for you to ignore it any longer. As Romans 8:19 reminds us, for the creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed. The creation is waiting for you to step into your role, to be revealed in the fullness of your divine identity. You are not meant to stay hidden, you are meant to rise. What have you seen, felt, or experienced in your life that has already shown you the path you are meant to take? What's holding you back from stepping into it fully? The moment is now. You are being asked, will you rise? Will you follow the signal, the divine call, and walk the path that has been laid out before you, even when it feels uncertain or uncomfortable? Or will you fade into the background, lost in the dying world around you? The choice is yours. And when you make that choice, when you declare it, everything will respond. Your path will open up, the fire within you will grow stronger, and your true life, the one you were always meant to live, will begin. This isn't just a metaphor. This is real. When you align with your purpose, when you choose to rise, the universe will shift to meet you. Your steps will become clearer, and the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will begin to fade. But it requires that you make the decision, that you declare your intention to walk the path of truth. Psalm 37:5 says, "Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do this." When you trust in the divine plan, when you commit yourself fully to it, the way will open for you. But you must step forward in faith. Are you ready to commit to the path before you, even when the full picture isn't yet clear? What would it take for you to trust that the universe will provide the way once you make the decision to rise? The world is in the midst of a reset, and you are a part of it. The energy of the old world is crumbling, and the energy of the new world is rising. But this new world needs those who are fully awake, who are aligned with truth, who are willing to step into their power and lead. You are one of those chosen to lead, to create, to build what's next. But you cannot lead if you're still clinging to the past, if you're still trapped by the illusions of a world that no longer serves you. You were not meant to shrink or hide. You were meant to stand tall, to shine brightly, and to guide others into the new era. Will you stand in your truth, fully awake, and step into the leadership role you were always meant to fill? Are you ready to release the fear of judgment and to rise above the limitations that once held you back? The shift is happening. The time is now. The world may be falling apart, but you are being called to rise, to create, and to rebuild. The signal is clear. Will you trust it? Will you rise and walk in the fullness of your divine purpose? This is your moment of becoming. Everything you have gone through, every struggle, every lesson, every hardship, it was all preparation for this moment. You were born for this time. Your blueprint has always been within you, and now is the time to step into it. As Isaiah 60:1 says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." The light within you is rising, and it's time for you to shine brightly, to step into your purpose, and to guide others as you were always meant to. As we wrap up today's message, I want you to remember one thing. You are chosen for a reason. The world may be chaotic, and everything around you might be falling apart, but that is the very moment you were born to rise. The truth has been speaking to you for a long time, and now is the time to trust the signal and step into your purpose. No more waiting, no more hesitating. The shift is happening, and your alignment with truth is what will determine whether you ascend or stay behind. The process may not always be easy, but you are being called to build a new world. Your voice, your energy, your light, they are the tools for this creation. You've been in the fire, and now you're emerging as a force of divine power. The universe is shifting, and you are an essential part of it. The path you walk may seem uncertain at times, but always remember, you are exactly where you need to be. Trust your journey, trust the timing, and above all, trust yourself. If this message resonated with you, I encourage you to take action, like, share, and comment on this video to help others who need to hear this message. Let's create a community of people who are awake, who are ready to rise, and who are stepping into their divine purpose with clarity and confidence. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so now, so you never miss the next empowering message. I also want to take a moment to thank you, whether you've supported through super thanks or simply watched and shared your energy with this space. Your presence and engagement mean more than you know. It's your support that helps spread this message far and wide, and I'm deeply grateful for it. May you continue to walk in the light of your truth, Step boldly into your calling and rise with every challenge that comes your way. Know that you are always supported, loved, and guided. Keep shining your light, and remember, you are not alone in this journey. Blessings to you all, and until next time, stay aligned, stay strong, and keep rising.